My name's Christina Rowe. I'm the Director of Learning and Talent Development at WebsterRogers. And we are a South Carolina regional firm with 9 offices and lots of challenges that we have to deal with and you guys help us with. I am in charge of all of the training. So when we have new hires or interns, regardless of the level, of course new hires and interns are usually just kind of entering the market, but we have a lot of experienced staff that need training from the simplest thing to the most complicated thing, and that's where I come in. I would say start at the beginning. Don't think that you're an advanced user if you haven't just taken the time to go through the basic courses, because like any kind of like Excel essentials, people say, oh, I know Excel real well, or oh, I know the tax software, I know all the ins and outs of that. If you haven't taken the training from the beginning, you have no idea what you might be missing. So don't limit yourself to, I'm very experienced, I don't need the basic training. It's not that long, and you want to build on the blocks that you should have learned probably initially. Our firm, I guess it was probably about 6 or 7 years ago, really recognized the fact that if we don't give our people the attention they need and grow our people, then where does that leave the firm and where does that leave our clients? So I have to say they've done a really good job at recognizing that our best asset is our people, that we want to serve our clients in the best manner we can. One thing I did start to implement several years ago with our interns was taking advantage of the the basic training that CCH offers for the products, like Introduction to ProSystem's tax, and then Introductions to ProSystem's individual tax preparation. I have noticed that the questions the interns have about the software, it's practically null and void now. There was a time we didn't take advantage of that. We taught them the process, the scan auto flow process, how it works, how they do it. We had them prepare mock tax returns. But when I got into the peculiarities of the software, ever since I've signed them up for those introductory webcasts, which are hands-on, the questions I've had from them have been minimal about how do I use the software. Now it's about, well, what does this tax code mean? Or how do I handle that tax situation? They're not fumbling over, where do I change my preferences and where do I print or how do I navigate? So that's been huge. When we have recruiting events, and we also have a leadership program that we do with college students, the first thing they all ask me is, well, what kind of training are you going to give me? It's like they're really kind of nervous about whether it's just an internship or whether it's just like a 3-day event with college students. They get kind of nervous. And the first thing they say is, well, what is the training? How are you going to prepare me for the job? Is somebody going to be there to kind of walk me through the process? Am I just going to be thrown into a room and told to prepare a tax return? And we can answer that question as to no. We can say no. We're going to work with you. We're going to train you every step of the way. Really taking the individual that works for the firm and saying, hey, you're important enough. We're interested in what you're interested in. Let's talk about where we can, expound your skills, whether it's soft skills or technical skills, and I think it helps with morale, it helps with retention, it helps them to do a better job, to grow up in the firm and to be successful themselves and for the clients.